Hey, what's going on? Rod here from rodstudios.com. Listen, I've been trying to make more videos, but I'm always on the go, man. I'm always on the go, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing. Don't get me wrong, it's a blessing, right? I am trying to set up a better location, a better I guess my desk at home or whatever, or just overall have something ready to record, whether that's at night, early in the morning, stuff like that, right? At home. But again, I'm always on the go. I'm always on the go. I'll wake up around 4 a.m. or 3:30 or 4 a.m. Be on the road by 4:30, and yeah, I'm still on the road right now. But I'm making this video because I want to, just give out a few tips that I needed when I first started, this journey in videography and photography and just overall filmmaking, right? And overall just getting more clients for video work. Just a brief summary, I've been doing this for about 2 years now, and it's going great. I'm actually January, this month, January, before the 10th even hit, I got booked out pretty much for the whole year, which is great. It's a blessing. Again, it's a blessing. It's great. It's awesome. I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. So I just kind of wanted to share some of my knowledge to anybody who's starting out and just overall wants to do this full time, right? So let's get into it. Marketing yourself as a videographer isn't really a great thing. That's why people tell you to niche down. However, I will say this: if you don't want to niche down, don't. I still haven't niched down. Like, again, if I say I niche down, it's gonna be like weddings, but I'm not completely niched down. I still got a whole other stuff that I'm filming, that I'm getting paid, that I'm being part of, and I'm getting paid from. You know what I mean? So you don't want to close all your doors for one thing that you might that might not work. To be honest, if you're good at it, great. But at the same time, if you're not really getting those leads, if you're not getting those clients, it doesn't matter if you're good or not. If you're not making any money from it or barely making it, it won't matter, right? So my biggest thing is you want to offer solutions, right? That's how you want to position yourself. You want to position yourself as someone with solutions, not just the camera, right? So if you want to do wedding films, wedding videography, right? Position yourself as the solution and not just another wedding videographer, right? So whenever you talk to the clients or the potential clients, right, make sure that you give them the feeling that, for one, that you're an expert. Obviously, if this is like your first wedding, make sure you let them know, because again, if you messed up, right, and they expected you to deliver something great and you fucked up, then hey, that's on you. So again, you want to position yourself as an expert, right? Obviously do your research, practice at home, practice wherever, practice everywhere. Just get good at it. Watch other YouTube videos. Watch other people that are doing what you want to do, and kind of mimic them and learn from your own mistakes, and pivot and address those mistakes and just get better overall, right? You got to learn from your mistakes. I know I did, and I've been getting better, and I'm still getting better. And always look at your mistakes and fix them, right? And just do better next time, right? And if you can do better every single time, do better every single time, right? But back to my point. Connecting with people is your biggest asset. Don't be scared. Don't be scared to go knocking at a local coffee shop, right? A local business center. If you got any friends that have business, they have a business, tell them, hey, I want to do a free video for you, a free promotional video for you. I just want to get my name in the door. I just want to get some content for myself, and you're gonna get some content too. Tell them, hey, I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to make this happen, and I need your help, basically, right? So don't be afraid to go knocking at in any local business, right? To get some work, even if it's free, right? Even if it's not paid, that's gonna get your foot in the door. You're gonna get a lot of no's. So I'm just gonna be honest with you. You're gonna get a lot of no's, but there will be one that's gonna say yes. All right. There's gonna be one that says, "Hey, I got an idea. Let's work together." Right. And that's you just got to keep going. You're gonna get a lot of no's, but trust me, you're gonna get a yes, and that's gonna be your foot in the door. Now, once you get your foot in the door, know how to communicate, but more importantly, learn how to listen, right? Because whenever you get your foot in the door, that doesn't mean you are the big man now. That doesn't mean you're the one in charge. No, your client is always going to be in charge, right? Your style and the kind of work that you do and the way you do it, it's yours. But at the end of the day, you're only going to be great if you can project the emotion and you can actually give your client the emotion that they wanted, right? So for example, you go in, let's just say a wedding, right? A wedding, and you saw recently a cool wedding that you saw on YouTube that looked very cinematic, very movie like, and you get a wedding and the couple says, "Hey, we just want a more of a documentary style wedding, not too much editing, and we don't want nothing too fancy. We just literally want a documentary style," right? You can move around with the camera can look shaky, whatever, right? And then you go shoot it, then you go edit it, and you edit it in a cinematic way, or in a way where it's the opposite of what they wanted. Sure, the wedding film might look great to you, but if it doesn't give the emotion, or if it doesn't give the product that your client or the couple wanted, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? They're not gonna refer you. They're not gonna say, "Hey, look." They're still gonna love their movie regardless, but again, they didn't hire you so you can do your own thing, right? When you're first starting, right? And again, this is only when you're first starting out. If you already got a set way of doing things, right? Which you wouldn't be a beginner if you do. Then couples are gonna hire you because of the work that you do, right? So this year, I think I'm at that point where people are seeing my work, they like my work, and that's how they want it. So again, that's what I'm gonna deliver. All I'm gonna do is make it better and better and better overall, right? And for me, making it better is mostly on the storytelling part, not too much on the editing or like all that fancy stuff. No, I like to do documentary wedding films slash cinematic, with a little bit of cinematic into it, but it's mostly documentary. So again, it's finding your style, but at the same time, when you're a beginner, making your style kind of like what your clients want, right? And then making your own things, right, from after that. So again, listen to your clients, right? Listen to your clients. Number 2, your portfolio. Again, you might get work that you might not be interested in, but if you already have a vision as far as what kind of work you actually want, I would suggest going out there, shooting something like a content that you actually want to make. Go out there, shoot it yourself, and that way you're not pressured from other people, from other clients, and you don't feel like you're not getting paid for it. Just do your personal projects that reflect the kind of jobs that you want, and start building your portfolio, right? If you can, I will highly suggest you to get a website, build your website, build your portfolio within that website, and then that way, clients can say, "Hey, this is a serious person, serious guy, serious female. I see their work, I like it, let's book them," right? Now, if you don't really have the money for a website, which honestly, you got to take the hit. Nowadays, they want to see a website. Everybody has social media now, and everybody's posting reels, everybody's posting content. Who are the ones that are actually taking it serious and building a website? So again, build a website. I'm gonna say that. On top of the portfolio, you gotta have a website. A website to look professional, to look legit, right? The money will come, and you're gonna make that money back from whatever you're paying for your website. I personally use Wix.com. I build it myself, just because I'm a techie person. But if you need help, you can always, hey, email me if you need somebody to build your website. I'll do it for free. But or just get help building your website, right? Another tip, know where your clients are at, right? Most of your clients aren't going to be on Instagram. I mean, sure, they're going to be on Facebook, Instagram. Yes, they are. But at the same time, you posting and worry about the likes and the followers. The followers aren't going to get you clients. Like my Instagram has around 336 followers. None of them have actually been my clients except for like maybe 8 of them out of those 330 something. Maybe 8 of them have been my clients, right? But most of them haven't even been my high paying, except for one, my higher paying clients, which is from weddings and all that. You're gonna find better opportunities going out, meeting people as far as like within your neighborhood, within your city, within your town, going out to the local businesses, socializing with people who have money, basically, depending on what you want to do. So if you want to do real estate, go hang out with a real estate person. Go get a real estate friend. Let him take you with him, everywhere you go, and tell him, hey, I want to meet your other real estate friends, and I want to get some bidders for you guys, and if it works out, let's get you in a package or something, right? You got to find opportunities for yourself, and those opportunities aren't always on social media, right? This year, so for example, all last year and the year before, everything was organic from what I did. This year, I did run Facebook ads. I'm still going to continue to run Facebook ads only because I'm 100% sure now that I want to do a lot of weddings. That's what I'm aiming for. That's where I want to continue to grow. That's where I want to jump from one tier to the next tier as the years go by. So that's what I'm going to push the most. But again, it took me 2 years before I actually started running ads, and the ads that I'm running are specifically for weddings, and I am going to run ads for quinceañeras, just because that is the other thing that I'm gonna push a lot as well. And then I'm still getting photography clients. I'm still getting family portraits. I'm still getting local events. I'm still doing documentaries like the I Am McKenna documentary, which, by the way, shout out to McKenna. She just went pro, and she's actually leaving this weekend to Europe. She got signed to a European league, which is awesome. Happy for her. But and I'm happy that I got to be part of that documentary. So that's the other thing. That's what socializing gets you. That's what meeting other people gets you. I met the coach, the owner of Carolina Crew, and they said, hey, we want to film this lady. She she's great. She's a semi-pro right now, but we can see we see her going pro within the next year, and it happened. It happened, and I can happily say I was there to document it, and now I'm just gonna put it all together and pitch it to Netflix. You see how that opened doors? Again, socializing is gonna be your biggest asset. Let people know about you. Let people get to know you, get to know your personality, get to know you as a human being, and you're gonna see that once you let them see that, you're gonna be their go-to every time. So again, socialize. Also, if you are let's just say, regardless whether you do weddings or like branding stuff, looking for working for local business, anything that can be put in a retainer, that's always gonna be better, instead of like an hourly rate or anything that's like a one-time thing, right? If it's a one-time thing, cool, no problem. But if you actually want to have continuous revenue, retainers are always great, right? Yeah, retainers are great, unless it's like weddings, and even during the weddings, right? Think of it more like a retainer and not so much like or think of it more like a big project overall, and not so much as an hourly thing. Because if you start thinking of it as an hourly thing, you're gonna find out that there are gonna be a lot of things that are gonna be all messed up, that you're gonna be stressing about, the couples are going to be stressing about, your client is going to be stressing about. So again, don't think of it as an hourly thing. So for example, in weddings, right, this is how I price it. I have 3 packages. The first package, it's currently it's $2,000, and that includes obviously it includes 8 hours of filming. um it includes photography as well, right? Because I do take my Kadeem, shout out to Kadeem, he's my photographer for Rod Studio. And we're basically there 8 hours filming, taking photos, documenting everything. At the end, they get their gallery, their photo gallery. But for the film, it's a 10-minute highlight, right? It's a 10-minute highlight film. So that's how I priced it at 2,000. I'm not thinking about the hours. Yeah, 8 hours, right? But I'm thinking about the final product, right? Shit, I'm charging $2,000 for that day, right? One day. Yes, I got to take the editing into consideration, but at the same time, at the end of the day, it brings my stress down of thinking, oh, if I stay longer, I got to tell them, hey, if I stay longer, it's $300 more per hour, stuff like that. They don't want to hear that on their wedding day, and I don't want to be the one to tell them, hey, you got to pay me more if you want me to stay longer, right? Because you only pay for X amount of hours, so I need more money now. Like, I don't want to do that. So again, I'm very specific whenever we're making this plans, and I notice that either 8 hours is good enough, or they want a 10. Which brings me up to my next package, which is $3,000, which includes the 10 hours, right? It's 10 hours. Again, photos, videos with their 10 hours, document everything. The end product is obviously the photo gallery, but for the video, they get the obviously the trailer. The highlight film can be anywhere between 8 to 10 minutes. Plus, they also get their full movie. So that's about 60 minutes, right? So, and it includes a YouTube link where they can share with their family, so everybody can easily watch it either on their smartphones, TV, stuff like that, right? And then my last package, which is a premium one, is $4,000. With this one, it includes everything: the trailer, the photos, the films, the stuff like that, the 60-minute film. But it also includes a drone, and it also includes a USB, right? A USB to where they can actually have it on a USB drive, and they can do whatever they want with it. Put it on a DVD, put it on a cassette, or just overall keep it, right? So obviously, I'm building, as I'm charging more, I'm building more value. But it all comes down to one day. You know what I mean? It comes down to one day. I can make 2,000 in one day. I can make 3,000 in one day, or I can make 4,000 in one day. And I'm not complicating it for myself, nor am I complicating it for my clients or the couples that hire me, right? They know what they're getting from the start. Now, another tip that I have for you is you want to leverage Instagram and Facebook. I know I said that your clients aren't going to be there, but that doesn't mean you can't use Instagram or Facebook or TikTok to promote yourself, right? At the end of the day, if people run into your Instagram and people run into your Facebook, right, and they share that stuff, somebody else is going to see it. They're going to see your Facebook. They're going to see your Instagram. They might not necessarily follow you, but once they go to you, they might click on your website that you built, right, professionally, and they're going to go into it, see your work, see your portfolio, see that you're legit, and click book now or hire, or however your thing is, and they're going to hire you. You know what I mean? So again, if you want more clients to book you, whether it's weddings, commercials, stuff like that, stop trying to look cool and start looking more useful, right? How can they use your services? How is it going to benefit them? Is it going to make them have a great wedding film where they're going to remember years from now, where they can share their family, their kids, their grandchildren, stuff like that? Same thing with businesses. Is the video going to make them money? Is it going to give them is it going to be a great video for their website? Is it going to make them look professional? How is it going to make them look, right? Weddings, how is it going to make them feel? businesses, how is it going to make them look? How is it going to make them stand out, right? And knowing all this, you're going to gain their trust, right? If you give them that, you're going to gain their trust, and you're going to be their go-to, right? And all they're going to do is refer you to other local business owners, and you're going to be able to, to do this more and more and more, and just kind of build your own portfolio and build your own clientele overall. So again, if this video helped you, make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel, as it will help me out a lot. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers this year, right? That's the goal. I want to hit 1,000 subscribers this year, so help me get to that goal. Appreciate you guys.